Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we'll dive into creating stunning button designs using Tailwind CSS. This is an extension of our intro for UI session. Last time, I showed a Figma design and we converted to an actual UI using Next.js and Tailwind CSS. Today, I choose to discuss buttons and we're going to use Tailwind CSS in our Next.js project. That quite easy, I know. And we all know how it works, so why buttons? Let's check out. Buttons are an essential part of any web application. And with Tailwind's utility classes, you can design them quickly and beautifully. It is the most used interactive part of any web design, and it makes a great difference in your design. Stick around because I'll be showcasing 5 eye-catching examples of buttons that you can use in your projects. First of all, create the default export function for our new UI. This is the basic Next.js or say React-like structure requirement. So, if you're not familiar, then have a look on my previous videos or just focus on the Tailwind part. I don't want the page to be complex in code or otherwise. Also, it's just buttons, so why not start with a simple flex wrapper div inside it? We can arrange multiple buttons. Make sure the parent div center aligns and justify the content. We can place another div with space class inside. Let's start with a classic solid button design. Here's the code. It only contains the standard button with some useful Tailwind class names. It's not that complex to create. Just look for the BG class in my code. It signifies the background, and Tailwind CSS has class names for almost anything you can think of. You can use the BG class with different preset color or any custom color as the background of the button. A small note or suggestion at this point: every Tailwind class name is case sensitive, and you must not misspell the names or values. For better coding, you can use the Tailwind plugin in Versus Code Editor. It is very helpful. With the background code, we need a different color for the text. So we have the text class with white color value. It is obvious to understand. Here also we can use custom hex color code. Then, with the hover selector, we have used a little darker shade of blue. And in the end, we have the padding class and the rounded class names. It will provide some padding around the button content and make its edges round. Next, let's create a gradient button for a modern look. The gradient button is very useful with multicolored web page. Suppose there's a hero image, a big one in the background with a ton of color sets. In that case, you can either go for the contrast color for your button, or if it fits, then why not try a gradient one? It's not that hard to create. The BG class has the gradient input where we can define the end position or direction of the paint. Then, as an addition, we have to define the to and from colors separately. These names are self-explanatory. One is for the start color, and another is for the end color, as we have known in classic CSS gradient. The same can be applied for the hover effect. To sum up, we have to set the text color to white, and rest of the style is pretty much same. The BG gradient to our class creates a gradient that flows from green to blue, and we've added hover states to make it interactive. And note that I missed to place some space between these two buttons. Let's fix it quickly. I'm using separate space class here, although it's better to use simple space with value, without X or Y directional presets. Now let's create a sleek outline button. Usually the solid button is the primary button in the UI, and this outline button is the secondary button. We use these to create a light emphasis on the interaction. It also complements the solid or gradient buttons when used together in a UI. This button has a blue border and text, and it changes to a solid blue background on hover. The class names are simple to understand. Still, if you find anything confusing, ping me in comment. The text color should complement with the blue background on hover. Let's make it white, and I think it's done. Our next button is a special one. This time we will build an icon button, and I know it will be of great help for your projects. Have a look. In this button, the class I used are somewhat same. Only difference is the use of flex class, which will help us arrange the icon and text together. Here, I've used an SVG icon alongside the button text. Notice how the flex class aligns the icon and text. Without the icon, our button is a simple solid button with purple background. I have another icon that we can use. Let's change this and see how it affects our button. Finally, we have reached our fifth button UI. For a softer aesthetic, this time we'll create a pill-shaped button. You will be surprised by the vast use of these buttons. Instead, on simple solid colored or outline buttons, these pill-shaped or oval button looks better in cards and specific interactive points in a web page layout. And it's really easy to create. Just increase the border radius to full. You have to use the rounded full class with a little extra horizontal length. And there you have it, 5 stunning button designs using Tailwind CSS. From solid and gradient buttons to outline and pill-shaped designs, Tailwind makes it easy to create professional UI components. All done, but wait, there's another one for you. Our bonus button is a plaything, so don't hate me for the weird layout. It's a rotating button, which can rotate on hover, or we can place it skewed and rotate back to normal on hover. Cool, right? That's all for today's video. Which design was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Tailwind CSS tutorials. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching TechnoSpace.